Good morning everyone, it's John here from the Ohazassu channel. It's raining, it's cloudy, and I'm sick with hay fever and probably a cold of some sort. It's all come at once. On the weekend I was in the mountains working on a job and we got hit with a bunch of pollen from the sugi trees and it knocked out all of us, almost all of us. And I usually have this little tablet every spring and it's usually enough, and this year it's just not enough, and you can probably see my watery eyes and hear my voice, and I'll probably cough soon enough. If it's too much, I'll cut it out, of course, to save you from that. But today I wanted to try something a bit different, and so I've got this new setup. I've got this little table here, and I've got my special camera stand. It's like a little clamp that clamps onto the side of the table. Really nice little fancy device that I got myself from Amazon the other day. It was on special. I had it on my wish list, and when you have something on your wish list, Amazon is kind enough to let you know when it goes on sale. So a little tip there for you: if you have a bit of patience and you can wait, don't buy it straight away. Leave it on your wish list and wait till it goes on special. I think I saved about 40% or 30%, somewhere around there. But anyway, let's get right into today's little video here. Today's video is not completely off topic, because you guys know, I think most of you know, that I love my coffee. Oh, there goes my watery eye. So a lot of you guys know that I love my coffees. And yesterday, one of my followers on X recommended that I try these coffees because apparently, you know, I kind of disrespected the canned or bottled black coffees because, as you know, like, I love my V60 pour-over coffees. I've become rather accustomed to them, and they hit the spot. Excuse me, I'll try to clear my throat as elegantly as I can. So yesterday I posted a photo of my Tully's canned coffee, which I bought on the way to the ENT yesterday morning to get medicine for this condition that I have right now. And I posted a pic of it on my X, and I was told, and I sort of made a comment saying that they're all the same, and I'm not really impressed by any of the bottled or canned coffees, and they all taste the same to me. One of my followers chimed in and told me that I must try Craft Boss Black. Apparently this stuff is good, and I must admit, I was looking around and I thought, I've had Boss plenty of times, I don't remember it. So I kind of, there goes another watery eye. And I thought, what's he going on about? So I went to the shops and I had a look, and I found these two. I thought there was only one Craft Black, but it turns out there's two, so I did the only sensible thing that one can do in these situations, and that is I bought both. And I've never actually tried, to my, according to my memory, I don't think I've tried Craft Boss, so I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. And there's two types. One type appears to be the regular type, and the second type says Daburu Baisen, which means double roast black. So one of it, and it also says that they use organic beans. So this one over here is just regular. It doesn't make any mention of organic beans. It just says Craft Boss Black. And this one over here says double roast black with using organic beans. It doesn't say what percentage of them are organic, but you can have a look here for yourselves. Hopefully that focusing works. One of the things I love about this little DJI camera is its ability to focus on products like this, whereas my action camera can't do that. Anyway, let's begin the taste testing. By the way, the last few videos, I put a new video up yesterday about the JLPT reading section. And it's a video I've been wanting to make for a very long time, to be honest, because I did the JLPT many years ago, but I see the topic come up and I love helping people out with it. I've helped a couple of friends with it, and it's something that I think is beneficial to you. Like when you're looking for work and you're trying to go get interviews and things like that, it's really important, in my opinion anyway, in my experience. Your mileage may differ, and I appreciate that everyone's case is different. Anyway, I've now poured the regular Craft Boss, so let's give it a sip test. I haven't had any coffee this morning yet, by the way, so let's see what happens. I usually, if it's a good one, it'll get my caffeine receptors going, and I'll you'll see me squirm and, in delight. So let's see. It's actually not too bad. But I'm going to have to think about it. I've got this bias in my mind now because I've been told that it's good. Now there's this subconscious bias going on. I have to concentrate a little. Give me a second. Okay, what I'm noticing straight off. Give me a second. One more sip. Confirmation sip. Okay, there is something good going on here, which I got to give boss. Usually, these canned or bottled black coffees have this ashtray taste. And I think most of you will know what I'm talking about. There's this burnt rubber type of ashtray taste. And this, I don't know if it's because of my hay fever / maybe it's a cold even. To be honest, it feels like a cold at the moment. But it doesn't have that rubbery, burnt ash kind of taste. And it has ignited maybe about 2 out of 6 of my caffeine receptor cylinders in my caffeine engine. I'm not feeling, maybe it's about a 3. Maybe a 2 or a 3 out of 6 cylinders. I've got a V6 caffeine receptor engine in here somewhere. And actually it might be a V8. So let's make it a V8 because that's a bit more fun. So yeah, I'd give it about a 3 or a 4 cylinder rating out of 8. Anyway, it's time to try the double roast now. This guy over here. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to upload this video. It's a bit wacky, but those of you who know me in real life will know that I have a bit of a wacky side. And if you know me, you'll know that this is just John. So we'll see how we go. Now, time to try the double roast. Okay, this one here. I'll get this one out of the frame so we can concentrate. Okay, let's have a look. All right. This one's a lot lighter. It's got a much clearer taste. Once again, less burnt rubber, less ash, which is a great thing. The one thing that both of these are missing is the depth that I get from a homemade cold brew. But it's a bit unfair to compare this stuff with a homemade cold brew, which is made freshly, the night before. You put it in the fridge and you wake up in the morning and you filter it and you drink it straight away. It's unfair. And this stuff is made to be had in this way, black. When I make my cold brew, I optimize it so that it tastes nice with milk. So I honestly don't think this stuff is intense enough to go well with milk. If I added milk to this, I think it would just dilute the coffee flavor too much. But on its own, as a black coffee, confirmation sip. You've got to close your eyes sometimes when you do this stuff. Okay, there's like no acidity, which is one of the things I love about coffee. But again, I usually get that more with the light roast, like the hot coffees, not the cold coffees. Although, in saying that, I do make cold V60s in summer. If you scroll back in my shorts, you'll see one of those. But all in all, I must say to the person who recommended this coffee to me that it's not disappointing. Let me put them back on the screen here for you. Can you see those? Maybe I should put them a bit closer side by side so you can compare them. And you can hopefully find them in the shops, wherever you are. Let me know how you go. And that's it from me for this morning. I do have another couple of video ideas. I have actually been looking at my video log, and it appears that I've been making a lot of videos lately about Japanese language and or the JLPT. While we're talking, let me just pour myself another glass. And there are a few topics that I want to cover that aren't related to language, or not as related to language, and I'm really keen to get onto those. For some reason, the last few videos kind of linked with each other. When I talked about how much Japanese you need to know, it automatically kind of got my brain going on that same topic. It was a related topic about how do you beat the reading section in the JLPT, because that was my personal weakness and it was something I had to figure out, and I thought I want to, sharing that might help some people out there who are facing similar challenges. But the next video will not be about the JLPT, I can guarantee you that. I'm working on a couple of different ideas. One of them is about the city of Nagoya, from the perspective of me, a foreigner here who has been living here for long term. I've been here for about almost 14 years now. Although the first place I lived in Japan was actually in Osaka over 25 years ago, back in 1998. And that was a great experience as well. But Osaka has probably changed a lot since then. As a matter of fact, I think it has changed a lot. Last time I went there was about a year ago, when I went to visit Brad, actually over at the knife shop, where I did a really fun video where he gave me a really nice tour of the place. And if you're ever in Osaka, by the way, and you like Japanese knives, or you're interested, even if you don't know about Japanese knives, it's actually interesting just to see the art. So you can check that out. I'll put the link to that video below in the description. But Osaka felt very different the last time I went there. It's still very fun, and there's the people over there are great, very social people, great sense of humor. But it did feel a little bit different. But it's hard to say accurately though, because I would need to live there again to give a more accurate opinion. But so yes, I'd like to do a little video about life in Nagoya. Nagoya's got a really kind of a mixed what's the right word? Mixed perceptions maybe is the right word. A lot of people have branded Nagoya in a negative way, and there are actually a lot of people who like Nagoya as well, which it was interesting because up till a couple of years ago, I only kept seeing really negative comments, and in the last couple of years, I've been seeing more and more positive comments from people who appreciate the fact that Nagoya is not a major like Tokyo level kind of a city. It is a major city. It's like the third or fourth largest in Japan, and that's actually a topic that I'm going to cover in the video. That's actually a big point, so maybe keep that in mind. Because of the ranking in terms of the size of the city, I think a lot of people have misaligned expectations as a result, and in life that can lead to a lot of problems, not just in where you're living, but with everything. A simple example. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I was rambling on a lot longer than I was initially planning to do, and my SD card got full, and so I had to stop the camera and delete a couple of old files. Anyway, I don't want to keep you guys over the time limit, and it is time to get to work. There's a really busy few days ahead. Actually, there's a busy month ahead, so I'll leave it here, and I look forward to catching you at the next video, and also probably in my shorts. I usually do a lot more shorts in between my long form videos because they're obviously a lot easier to make. Excuse me, my throat isn't doing very well. So yes, anyway, I'll catch you at the next video. I hope you have a great day, and hope you enjoy your coffee or tea or whatever it is that you're drinking today. Cheers. Bye for now. Not bad.